How to make so much money in SMMA you never have to work again. I'm about to show you and completely walk through the missing key thing in your business that's stopping you from hitting 10, 20, even 50 and plus K a month. What that is, I'm going to tell you right now. That is a congruency offer. No one really talks about this because it works. This is how I charge my clients $9,000 upfront consistently. I'm going to completely go over the benefits of having a congruency offer and what happens when you don't have one. I'm going to show you real examples of like what's going to happen once you start implementing that into your business. I'm going to show you what you're probably doing now versus exactly how to build a congruency offer in your agency. And of course, my other clients that have actually implemented this and saw results within 24 hours. Like that's how quick implementing a congruency offer is and how quickly you will see your return on investment there. So the benefit of having a congruency offer is you create a blue ocean for yourself. What I mean by that is you can justify charging high ticket for your services. Like you see here, I charge $9,000 upfront for all of my clients. Now, don't get me wrong, not all of them are upfront, but this is what I'm saying. Like you can justify charging high ticket versus when you're in a red ocean nightmare, you suffer from payment plans and low ticket services that you barely profit from. If I'm right, your Stripe account probably looks like this, right? You sign one guy for, $3,200, then another guy, you got to get $500 day one, and they'll only pay you when you get a certain amount of leads or actually show them any kind of result. Maybe one guy you charge for some high ticket, another guy not so much, and another guy you get a $10 deposit for, right? This is not scalable. You're never going to scale your agency up like this. You're going to start looking like this and having up and downs, as opposed to being able to charge high ticket. Your graphs will look like this every single time. You'll have better clients that stay longer because again, when we're in a blue ocean market, these are top of market people, which again, I'm going to go through everything for you guys so you'll know what that means here in a minute. We're going to target the top of market where these businesses are looking to stay with a company long term. They don't want to keep shopping around. So these clients will stay longer, from 6 to 12 months plus, where one client you sign can generate you $42,000 annually. Okay. That's what you want. Clients to stay versus what's probably going on right now is clients churn days before they have to pay the second installment. Okay. We've all been there. It sucks, but half the time we know it's coming anyway, right? And with a blue ocean, you have little to no competition. That's the whole point of this is we create a congruency offer, put ourselves in this blue ocean where we're the only people fishing for this top of market fish. Okay. As opposed from when you're stuck in a red ocean nightmare, you're stuck looking like everybody else. You target the same people. You have competitive pricing like I showed above, and you cannot scale fast with this model. As opposed from blue ocean, you're targeting the top of market. You can price high ticket and the ability to scale is very, very quick. You can scale very, very fast. I'll show you guys how to do this right now. Right now, what you're probably doing and what 99% of everyone else is doing is this, right? You have a bad offer. Or even before I even start with this offer, let's talk about the ICP, which is your ideal client profile. So basically like your niche, let's say. So I'll use HVAC as an example because I have an HVAC company, because I have an HVAC marketing company. People stop at their niche. So as an example, right, they pick HVAC and that's it. There's nothing more to it. So when you start to do your marketing, so like your messaging and your ads and your offers, you've got no idea what you're doing. Your messaging is generic as fuck. Your ads are all like the competition. They're all the same. You're charging, $1,000 to $2,000 a month because again, you're competitive because you do exactly what everyone else does and you target the exact same people. So the people who are opting into your ads, talking to you, have seen a million other ads that are the exact same thing. So you're stuck pitching to them why you're better than everybody else, or you're signing clients for free trials to prove that you're better. Again, the last thing you want to do. And you don't need to do that when you have 0 clients. My first client, I got paid $8,000 for. First client ever. And clients that you get will suck and they won't be able to close deals that you bring them. Therefore, they'll probably leave. So when you have no ICP or you're not dialing in, like you got to dial in past HVAC, like more specific, this is what happens. So when you have little to no ICP, and again, like I said, you have to get more specific with HVAC or with any niche, these are the offers that you create. 30 estimates in 90 days guaranteed. If you break that up month to month, that's 10 estimates a month. you're attracting instantly the low end of the market, where the guys who find that offer attractive are the guys that are probably doing, I don't know, like 1 to 5 estimates every single month. Low end of the market that won't be able to afford. What you're probably dealing with that is the lead volume is inconsistent daily. One time you get 10 leads, next day you get 2, that kind of thing. Your show rate is extremely low. They're not showing up to your sales calls. And then when they do show up to your sales calls, they're taking their calls in their trucks because they're on their way to the job. Because again, they value their, $200 job, $500 job more than the call with you. How are you going to make money like that, right? And when you do pitch them, they're broke, or they're not expecting, or they're not willing to spend thousands of dollars on marketing and for your services, which again is how we'll go back to the graph, how you're going to have months that go like this, right? The lead quality is inconsistent. Some guys will be making 10K a month. Maybe once in a blue moon, you get a guy making 100,000 a month. Overall lead quality is super staggered. This type of offer that doesn't attract who you want. You're attracting everybody with this offer, and everyone is what 99% of people are doing. Now, let me explain to you the congruency offer and what you need to do literally step by step. I'm about to show you the high level framework of the congruency offer. Step number 1 is you want to work with the top of market, where the 1% of agencies are actually attracting, not the 99% over here. Okay. As an example, HVAC businesses that are making over $100,000 a month. Think about the characteristics now of that business, because again, we're not just stopping at HVAC, right? We want to target specifically a certain HVAC business. So we're going to be targeting an HVAC business that's making $100,000 a month. To make our messaging make sense and our offers to make sense, we want to dial in the characteristics of this type of business, right? They have 4 to 5 trucks on the road. They have a sales team. They have 5 figures for monthly ad spend. And again, this is for you to help them get leads. This is their ad spend that they're able to give to you, so then you can generate leads and help grow their business. So when you have all of this in place, you're then able to go to step 2. And step 2 is dialing in your messaging. This is the most important part of marketing. This is what's going to differentiate everybody else and 99% of the 15-year-olds in their mom's, basement running ads to you, a real legitimate marketer that makes legit money. What you want to do is speak to their problems specifically, only their current struggles and problems specific to the businesses that have 4 to 5 trucks on the road, a sales team. That's what you want. Some examples, because I'm going to give you guys some really good examples here. Tired of your trucks taking up your parking spaces instead of being out on the field? That's a real pain. There's guys that have their trucks doing nothing. They're just in the parking lot, in the parking garage, doing nothing, right? Or is your sales team starving for leads? This is instantly only applicable to the top of market. The guys that are making, 10 to maybe even 50K a month probably don't have this many trucks on the road. They probably don't have like trucks waiting along, not doing anything, right? They probably don't have a sales team. So when you start talking like, is your sales team starving for leads? You're instantly talking to the top of market or higher up in the market than just the bottom where everyone's doing, right? Some examples here is do not have generic HVAC struggles or any struggles for whatever niche you're in. Some examples, and I'm sure you've all seen these before. Tired of inconsistent leads / tire kickers, Angie's List and Home Advisor sucks, etc. These guys, they'll relate to this, right? Oh yeah, I have inconsistent leads. People are tire kickers. Yeah, I use Angie's List and I know it sucks. Like the top of market isn't using Angie's List. The top of market, like yes, there's inconsistent leads. Like again, this is everyone language. And so is this, because even like some big guys will continue to use Angie's List, or they'll definitely know what that is in Home Advisors. This speaks to everyone. And when you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. You need to be extremely specific with who you're talking to, because Facebook will do a great job in making sure that your ads go to the specific person that actually has these struggles and relates to this the most. Like I said, with this, you're only going to attract the bottom of the barrel businesses with no money to grow. And that's not what you want. And if they have no money to grow, how are you going to make money to grow your agency? So step 3 now is ICP versus offer. How are we going to now create the offer? We now got the messaging and ICP down, but how do we turn that into a really, really, really good offer that's going to attract these type of people? That's not going to attract everybody. How is it going to attract a certain type of people? The number one thing that you got to do, and no one does this, this is the sauce. I could charge so much for this, okay? Is what numbers is your ICP, your ideal client persona or profile, is currently doing? HVAC business doing 100K a month as an example. They're already getting 40 plus estimates per month instantly. If we go back over here, 30 estimates in 90 days, that's only 10 estimates a month, right? We go back over here where our ICP is doing already 40 plus. Would they ever click on an ad that says, oh yeah, I'm going to get you 10 more every month? I mean, they might, but they're probably going to see that ad and say, yep, that's not for me. And they're going to keep scrolling. What you need to do is, instead of 30 estimates estimates in 90 days, which again is 10 per month, create a new blue ocean offer. So what I like to do, and again, this is just an example, there's way more in depth that you need to go in here, but just as an example that'll be better than this and start to attract higher end of the market, is 40 estimates in the next 30 days. Because as a business owner of this caliper, they're going to look at this and say, this person's saying that they could probably double my business in the next 30 days. I'm going to click that ad. A lot of you might be thinking, oh, won't people think that's too good to be true, whatever? Well, that's the point. Because like I said, you're just doubling what they're already doing. It's believable to the market, the higher end of the market, and the lower end of the market will think it's a scam, think it's way too good to be true. And that's good because they will stay away from your ad, and your ad will only start to generate super qualified leads that are in the top of market. Because most people, again, who are doing 1 to 10 estimates every single month are going to look at this and think, that's a scam. There's no way, I don't believe it. There's no way, that's like double what I'm doing. But the businesses, the big boys that are doing this already, they're going to look at this and say, oh, damn, this guy is just going to double my business. This is believable. And then you're going to start to talk to really good prospects, have really good sales calls, and start to close high ticket like you see here. Okay. And have Stripe accounts that look like this in 8 months. That's what you want. Exactly what we're doing. Every other agency, this is 99% of agency owners. This is what they're targeting. And me and all my clients, which I like to say the 1%, are targeting the top of a market. And therefore, when we target the top of market, instantly creating a blue ocean. We're the only ones in this space. We become unrecognizable to all of our competition. I can't tell you how many times been on a sales call and the prospect tells me, oh, I've never been spoken to like this before. I've never seen these things before. Most of the people I work with, I think they're all BS, but you guys are legit. That's what happens when you target real top of market business owners. Can't stress this enough. This is just an example. But again, if all of this right here kind of seems confusing or you're not exactly sure how you can put it together, if you click the link down below, you can book a free one-on-one call with me and I could help you implement this into your business, completely done for you. And I'll show you how to actually do it. That way you've got the knowledge for life. Here's a real situation on why you want a blue ocean offer and not a red ocean offer. A lot of you guys might seem like, oh, this is pretty straightforward, but I'll tell you right now, an offer and messaging that attracts the top of market is going to make you stand out so much. Your lead quality will go up, your consistency will go up, your business will go like this. Instead of looking like this, it's going to look like this, which is exactly what you want. You're going to be the only person fishing for all the big companies out there, as opposed to all the other agency owners struggling from all the other agencies that have been churned and burned, and they don't like marketing companies. Like if you're hearing that, if you're getting on sales calls and people are telling you, oh yeah, like I got burned in the past, chances are, I'm telling you, chances are they are not top of market because they're not being marketed to as much. Don't get me wrong. All the top of market, they're all seeing all these shitty ads, 30 leads or estimates in the next 90 days and all that. They're seeing that. But I'm telling you, the moment they see your blue ocean offer, they're going to click it. They're going to join your sales calls. You're going to have a good call and you're going to close them for high. And if you don't believe me that this actually works, take all of my clients. Guys, I have proof and I got testimonials. I got client results for every single one of my clients, mainly because what I do works specifically in the home service contractors trade space, but a congruency offer works in every niche. Also, because all my clients see successes is because I work with my clients extremely close, multiple times a week, one-on-one. That's why they all scale quickly. It's exactly how all my clients are seeing results, right? Like Christian's closing a 5K deal without ads even running in the first place. Now he's on pace for his first 10K month. We got Max here, who literally closed a 5K PIF after one call with me, after literally an hour. I wish I had screenshots of showing when we had the call, because he left my call, hopped on a call after I restructured his offer and how he markets it and does it in the sales call. Closed 5K painful right then and there. Same thing with Mondo. Right after we fixed everything, he sold 4 5K deals, had a 20K week, and now Mondo's doing 90K. Actually, right now, I think he's at roughly 130K a month. So Mondo's doing extremely well. Wajid literally went from 0 clients in 6 months to the moment we fixed his offer, that was it. He's been in the game. He had skin in the game. I knew the moment we shifted his offer was when he would see success. The moment we shifted his offer, he signed 5 new clients, having, I think now this is a bit of an old screenshot, but at the time of the screenshot, he was at 7.5K in MRR and signing clients for every $260 he spent on ads. Insane. Only seeing those results because he's reaching the top of market. He's completely blue ocean himself. That's what you need. Cameron, who's completely new to SMMA, signed a client for 3.5K in a single day. And that's USD and he's Canadian. So he went from making like $3,000 a month to making over like 5,000 in his currency in a single day. This guy's life completely changed. I can go through all these. I've got more, but this is a completely high level view of how a congruency offer works. So if you want to implement a congruency offer within your agency within the next 24 hours, then click the link down below, book on a call with me, and I'll help you completely map out a congruency offer and build one for you. That way you can actually start scaling and start charging people this every single time. Because right now, probably something like this, just as an example, but that's not what you want. Again, if you want to implement a congruency offer in your agency within the next 24 hours, click the link down below. I'll see you on the call. Let's start scaling.